Hello friends, it's Kristine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and I'm back this week with a really quick, clean and simple card, this time featuring the Forever Friendship stamp set from the July to December mini catalog from Stampin' Up. We're going to be using the typewriter image and then this little thank you sentiment, because the heart on the typewriter actually says thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's very cute for thank you cards. So we're going to be using these two images. We're also going to be using some designer series paper that was actually on sale a couple, I think maybe 2 weeks ago. It was part of the weekly deals from Stampin' Up, and it's called Perfectly Penciled, I believe. Let me just verify that. Yeah, the Perfectly Penciled 12 by 12 designer series paper. So we're going to use the little striped piece to add a little bit of an accent to our card to make it a little bit more interesting. And then the color I'm using is polished pink. So one of the nice things about using black and white papers is that you can really combine that with any pop of color and get a really fun card design. So today we're going to be using our Momento Tuxedo Black ink pad. And I'm just going to ink up the typewriter image. And I'm going to stamp it right down onto this little panel here. Just like that. And then I'm also going to stamp the sentiment on this little strip of polished pink. Oh, that wasn't very good. Let's try that again. Much better. Okay. And then we can put this away so we don't get our fingers in it. And then we will layer these pieces up. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to add this to a layer of polished pink. Just like that. And then we're going to layer this to onto the designer series paper to give that black and white, the little accent of black and white. It just adds some interest without distracting too much from the focal image. Just like this. I love pink and black and white together. That's probably my favorite color with black is pink. And then we'll just use our bone folder here and get a nice crisp top fold on this base card and add this layer to the base card. And then I was thinking that it would be fun to add a little bit of color to that heart. So when I was contemplating this card design, I was trying to think about which coloring medium I should be using. So I stamped with a Memento black, which would make you think, well, you could use a blends marker to color in that little heart. But I was thinking that that might be a little bit too heavy because I don't have the polished pink blends marker. The lightest pink I have is the light Melon Mambo, and I think this would be a little bit too dark and heavy. And although I have the polished pink Stampin' Right marker, this is a water-based marker, and if I put that on the black ink, it's going to smear it. So I can't use that. So I was thinking what I'll do is I'm going to use my isopropyl alcohol painting technique that I've showed before. This is a really great one whenever you're using Memento black ink because it doesn't run. So we're going to use the 99% medical grade alcohol, and I got this bottle off of Amazon. Your local pharmacy might have it too, but I poured it here into a little cup, and I'm going to take my little round paintbrush, and I've squeezed the cover of my polished pink ink pad, and I'm going to use this as like a little paint palette. I'm going to get my brush really wet, and then I'm going to just pull in this color. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to rub back and forth. I'm just going to dab the color on to add it to my heart. I want this to look a little bit artsy and not too precise. Just to add a little bit of color there, just like that. So it's a very quick and easy technique, and it's really easy to use it with alcohol because it dries super fast too. So it doesn't do any warping of the paper. So now my little heart is colored in the way I want it. And I'm going to take and I'm going to finish this by adding my sentiment. So I'm just going to trim that at an angle. And I'm going to add this to the base card with some dimensional adhesive. Let's see if I can find that. There's my dimensionals. So I'm going to add these to the back of that little strip. And I'm going to add this to the card here. I'm going to overlap part of that little typewriter, which is totally fine. Try and get that on straight, just like that. And then I'm going to bring in some of these beautiful solid faceted gems in the pink color to add to the little sentiment strip here. I'm just going to put them right here on the end. A little tone on tone. Oops, which is really nice when you're doing like a really clean and simple design. Tone on tone is great. It's very low contrast, but it still adds a little bit of sparkle to my card, and I really like it. So that's it for today. Just a really quick and easy card using another fun stamp set from the July to December mini catalog. I hope you enjoyed the card for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it too, just give it a thumbs up, and I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week.